There's a peculiarness to Abe's Odyssey that makes it timeless. Perhaps peculiarity is to be expected with the word odd in the title, but it's a quality that goes deeper than you'd think. It's so evident the minds behind this bizarre adventure were creatively charged. Abe's Odyssey takes players on a true journey, something many games promise but fail to meaningfully deliver. New and Tasty, a remake of Abe's Odyssey, not only captures the spirit of that game, but makes it better in almost every way.
Follow me.
The reason both New and Tasty and the original game are so enthralling is because they actually have something to say. They're about empowerment, selflessness, and how those with more will eagerly take advantage of the underprivileged if there's money to be made. All of this is told without succumbing to self-righteousness, using abstraction and humor to make sense of the ideas. As in the original, New and Tasty begins at Rupture Farms, the largest meat processing plant on Oddworld. Abe is an enslaved worker at the plant along with many of his Mudokon brethren. The Mudokons were a once proud spiritual race overtaken by the industrial might of the Glucons, the creators of Rupture Farms. Slavery doesn't seem to bother Abe though, who happily toils away, even earning himself Employee of the Month. Everything changes when Abe discovers that Rupture Farms is preparing to make a new food that uses Mudokon meat. Horrified, he decides to escape, saving as many as he can along the way. Abe is such a convincing everyman. Like many of us, he blissfully ignores the most unjust parts of his world until they're shoved right in front of him. He isn't a very capable hero either. With his thin, almost emaciated body, Abe can't take more than a couple of hits. He communicates in a rather simple but endearing manner. When he says hello or follow me, it's infused with an adorable sort of eagerness.
Follow me.
If Abe farts, all of the Mudokons following him burst into laughter. They all seem innocent and childlike in a way that makes them so obviously out of place in the cold and toxic Rupture Farms. The processing plant is only a small part of Abe's adventure, however. You'll travel to locations such as Paramonia with its towering pine trees and aqua blue sky, as well as Scrabania with its dusty bluffs and scattered cacti. It's in these areas that the effort that went into the new visuals is especially apparent. When Just Add Water, the developer behind New and Tasty, says built from the ground up, they really mean it. Other small touches help make New and Tasty such an exceptional remake. Abe's Odyssey uses a Zelda-like flip screen transition to move from one area to the next, but New and Tasty has scrolling levels that are more cohesive and natural. Although it's available in later games, Abe's Odyssey doesn't allow for quick saving, making its trial and error design occasionally frustrating. New and Tasty corrects this by elegantly adding quick saves. The excellent design and pacing in Abe's Odyssey remains intact in New and Tasty. The game is so crammed with ideas that it always feels like you're doing something new. There's stealth sections where you tiptoe past various enemies, moments where you have to dismantle explosives while avoiding laser alarms, and even times where you're riding on the back of the horse-like alum, dodging gunfire and hopping over numerous chasms. It all fits together so well that the game never drags, and each area is wholly distinct from the last. What doesn't hold up is how Abe moves. Despite looking like a modern game, New and Tasty can feel archaic. There's a stiffness to everything that can make it hard to know exactly what's going to happen. Several times, Abe didn't jump as far as it seemed he should, or moved slower than anticipated. It's never more than an occasional issue, but it's maddening when a death doesn't seem like it's entirely your fault. A certain amount of awkwardness is expected since Abe is no superhero, but these issues go beyond that. Sometimes the game is just fussy about what it wants.
We had a bomb.
Yet what New and Tasty does right overwhelmingly outweighs its few annoyances. The level of care that went into this remake will make you fall in love with Oddworld all over again, and if you've never taken part, now is the perfect time to do so. Just Add Water has proven that we definitely need more Abe.
You.